Another teammate quit. Let me put this out there. It is not me. I know I'm the common denominator for both teammates, but it's not me. Both teammates just so happen to both be family oriented. You guys don't see that in the videos because I don't put that part of their business out there. That's not my business to share. When they're on the phone all day with their families and talking about issues that are going on, I would never put somebody's family issues out there like that when y'all have shit going on. That's very disrespectful, and it's not my business, nor is it y'all business. So I would never do that. Both of them are family oriented, and both of them had family stuff going on.
Been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain.
My first teammate, he got kids. Well, both of them had kids, but he had kids that he really missed. And I told you guys, he said he can't be out for more than 2 weeks and 2 months, and that was that. And I was just like, oh yeah, that's no. And then he ended up quitting. He ended up never even getting back on the truck. He didn't want to come back on the truck. He didn't even want to come back to the company. My second teammate, okay, so let me put this out. Let me put this out there. If you're family oriented, OTR is not for you. Hell, trucking is not for every freaking body. It's not. And if it ain't for you, don't bring your ass out here. Because it's people like me who's trying to make my money and you holding me back. Right? She also did not want to get her endorsements. So I was stuck with another person who didn't want to do their endorsements. She said she wanted to when we were in the team meeting. But when it came time to saying like, hey, are you going to go get it during this time, during that time? She was like, yeah. But she was like, nah, not this time. I got to study more. And I was like, okay, are you going to get it next time? You know, like when I had to go back for my next laser appointment, I was like, okay, you want to go do it that time? She was like, yeah. Then when the time came, she was like, she didn't study, which I already know because I live in the truck with you. I already know when you're not studying from when you're studying. Because if you were studying and you had questions, you would have asked because you know I already have my endorsements. But that's besides the point. Trucking is not for everybody. So this teammate, we already knew it was going to be temporary. We already knew that because she just needed to get money to start because she wanted to go home on home time in June next month. So we was like, oh, okay. 2 months, not a problem. We could do that because I also wanted to go home for home time. So we was like, yeah, that's a bet. We could do it. When let me put this out there. When I went home to get my dogs, I routed us so that we can go through Texas. So we can take I-10. If you know what I-10 is, it take you from Arizona, whole through Texas, Louisiana, the whole Texas. So from I-10, you can hit San Antonio, you can go up and go to Dallas, and it'll hit Houston. So y'all got too much going on. So when I went and got my dogs, it was midday, and by the time we would have made it to Houston, it would have been 6 a.m. Her family was not up at that time. So I let her know, like, hey, the time is saying 6 a.m. Can you figure out what you need to do so that your family can meet us where they need to meet us at that time? It was too late for her to do basically anything. Like, it was like too last minute. So I'm thinking that bothered her a lot. I feel like that bothered her a lot because when she was explaining that she wanted to reteam, she said, I'm not able to see my family. And I'm like, girl, we're on the road. I don't see my mom at all because we don't go through El Paso. We don't go through El Paso at all. I barely see my mom. Like, I don't see my family. At all. So we made sure that this happened so that we can both hit what we needed to hit. Excuse me. I'm eating some spicy chicken breast, and baby, it's got me gassy. Not out the ass, but out the chest. It's got me gassy. Okay, so that was the, like, one of the things. I mean, well, yeah, besides her family issues, that was a thing that I think bothered her a lot. And then another thing is, if you guys watched one of my two videos ago when I was like, let's talk about it. In that video, I was explaining to y'all that her smoking bothered me. She stopped way too much. So they were taking from us because she stopped so much. Like, they keep that on record. Ooh, it's too fucking hot, y'all. I'm so sorry. They keep that on record. I'm trying not to keep the air on where the camera is. But they keep that on record, how many times you stop, how long you stop in, when you have a load, if you're late and stuff like that. So somebody hit me up in my comments. It was like, why are you always late? And if you guys noticed in the videos, I was trying to put in there hints, like, when I'm driving, it says we're gonna be there on time. When I wake up from my sleep, the time be all over the freaking place. My teammate stopped a lot. She can run. I was telling somebody else this. It was like I was with the same teammate, just she smoked. It was the same exact shit happening. She just smoked, and the smoking was so freaking bad for me. It was giving me headaches. It was making me nauseous. And when I was saying that in the video and she walked into the truck, I think that also bothered her, or like added to, how she was already feeling. So like, it's not like it was the icing on the cake, but it was like, it was another candle. So that bothered her. Then, it was just a lot of things. You stopping too much. You cannot be stopping a lot when you're on teams and when the loads have to be there. You cannot be stopping, because then they're going to take like long haul loads away from you. They're going to start taking back-to-back loads away from you, because obviously they're seeing that you need more time to rest than you do to drive because you're stopping so much. And she was not understanding that. And I'm telling you, probably this bothered her too. I'm not sure. But I run like a slave ship. I run it like a slave ship, baby. You cannot keep stopping. I can understand using the bathroom. I can understand getting something to eat. We stop for 30 minutes, use the bathroom, get all the food you need. Then when we switch and it's your shift, we're stopped. So why don't you buy all the shit that you want and that you need for your whole 8 hours? That way, by your 30 minutes, you could get another snack for the rest of your time. She stopped like every 2 hours. And it's not like 15-minute stops. It's not like before the platform sign says, hey, are you still driving? It's like 30-minute stops. 30-minute stops. So I was just like, yeah, this is irritating me that we keep being late. I need to go solo. But it keeps irritating me that we keep being so late because, ma'am, you keep stopping. So after that, we were sitting in Ohio for like a week or so. Maybe like 4 days, not a week. I'm exaggerating. We were sitting in Ohio for like 4 days. Another thing while sitting in Ohio, another thing that was bothering her was the fact that she wasn't getting paid the money she was supposed to get paid. Let me put this out there. If you taking advances out of your check to spend money on whatever it is, I don't want to say what she was spending her money on, but if you're taking money out of your check, and I'm not taking money, if you're taking advances out, it's going to take from your check. So by the time you get your check, it's not going to be the number you thought it was going to be because you have taken so many advances out. Please keep that in mind, you guys, when you become a trucker. For me personally, I would never take an advance out. Because come the weekend, I want all my motherfucking money. Baby, I want all my motherfucking money. I'm sorry for the cursing, but it is what it is. I want all my money on that check. I don't want to have to question where the fuck my money is at. So she was getting very upset that every check, like, it wasn't the numbers that she thought it was going to be. So we were sitting, back to what I was saying, we were sitting for like a week. One of these days, she didn't like, I'm anemic, and I don't want to say what her illness was, but she had an illness that caused her to be hot all the time. I didn't know this when we first teamed up until we got on the road. And but I told her that I don't like it too cold because I am anemic. I made sure I told her that because my last teammate always wanted it cold. She was like, nah, that's fine with me. We drive with the windows down, this, that, and the third. And I was like, I bet. I feel like I'm power talking to you guys. So she was like, that's fine. And I was like, all right, okay. She's like, all right, okay. Oh my God, why is he flying through here? Oh my God. Oh my God. So that was not the case. That was not the freaking case. She always wanted it cold. Always wanted it cold. It was so bad. I'm gonna insert a video right here of how cold it was one of the nights. It was so freaking cold. You can see the breath coming out of my mouth. I'm in a hoodie, hood on, sweatpants, socks, two blankets because I'm so cold. And I'm not saying that because I know she's sick, but in my head I was like, I need to figure out a way to tell her that we need to like break up. It's like you're breaking up. So I think that, I don't know if that bothered her, but it bothered me. It bothered me that you wanted it that freaking cold inside the truck. It was like, no, I was drinking hot chocolate because it was so cold. It bothered me. But while we were just sitting there. In the midst of us sitting there, I had recorded about a week and a half ago when I recorded that video that I was sitting in a truck. I had also recorded like at the beginning of this video I showed you guys. It was like a vlog diary. It was like just a video diary of me getting my frustrations out. I'm gonna let y'all know now, I am changing partners. I cannot deal with the smoking. I just cannot deal with it. On the way back from the bathroom, from the showers, I was calculating her smoke breaks, right? I was like, when we stopped, you opened the thing, I said, shower. I took the dogs out. She came out and smoked instead of getting her shower shit ready and then coming out and smoke before she go in to take a shower. She smoked. So by the time she finished smoking, I'm done walking the dogs. Now we both gotta go through the underclothes shit to get our clothes and our shower shit. I told you, shower ready, like shower time, so that you could get your shit ready while I walk the dogs. And then when I'm done walking the dogs, I can get my shit ready and you'll be out here smoking. You know, like, it'll be like that. I'm not trying to make her seem like a bad person or nothing like that. This is my vlog, this is my opinion, this is how I feel. My teammate, I told y'all in the beginning, my teammate is very eccentric. She is. It's too much for me. I'm a loner and it's too much for me. Everybody's not gonna get along. Everybody is not gonna get along. The smoking and the fact that she's not grasping how to do the job. Like literally almost every load I have to explain the same things over and over and over to her. That's why she's like, don't talk to me like I'm stupid, like I don't know. I just explained how to do this to you. I told you this last time and your ass forgot to do the DVIR. So now I'm explaining you got to do the DVIR when you do the load, and because they changed it. I think I told you guys this, or maybe I was talking to my friend. They changed up the thing because people were forgetting to do their DVIRs. She still forgot the DVIR. Everybody's not going to get along. Everybody is not going to get along. And speaking on it, but I had to put the video in here so you guys could see that I was already thinking about this before it happened. Like I wanted this, like not wanted it to happen, but like didn't want to be her teammate anymore. But child, she in the midst of us sitting for the weeks, she's calling different companies. She's I don't got time for you to be trying to turn off in 30 minutes. She's calling different companies. She's speaking to her family because they had stuff going on. She's trying to figure out like different companies that are close to home, that's what you should have did for the beginning, because this is not it. I'm sorry. Thinking about it makes me a little bit upset, but that's what you should have did. Like, I don't understand why you would come OTR if you know you got stuff going on back home where you cannot be away from home. When I say you can't be away from home, this is a part of her business, but it's not too much detail. She was planning on putting cameras in the house so that she can watch it while she's on the road. Like, you know, like you just can't be away from your home because you got stuff going on. So once she said, she was like, oh, another thing that bothered me about her was she had smoker's cough. She had smoker's cough. If you know, then you know, black people, when shit ain't right, you make a face. So every time she coughed, she never covered her mouth. And it was just like, it was given, that's what it was given. And I was just like, I would always make a face because you touching the steering wheel that we both drive. I'm always wiping the steering wheel down with Clorox wipes. But yeah, I'm always wiping the steering wheel down with the Clorox wipes. She never was like, and she wasn't taking the trash out, and then she would spill shit in the fridge and then leave it. It was just little shit like that. It's like cleanliness. Man, please clean up. Hold on, my mama. But she didn't clean up after herself, and I was just like, she would go in and get food, big food, like containers, just like my other teammate, buying the hot dogs from there, from the truck stops, buying Popeyes. She didn't eat Taco Bells, but she always ate truck stop food. So like the burgers in the truck stop, which made her always have to shit. And I was just like, girl, stop eating that stuff. Stop eating that. Get some fruits. You don't eat no fruits. You don't eat no salads. You don't eat nothing. But you have this sickness where you cannot be eating this type of foods, and yet you still do it. It's none of my business. That's on you. But when it fuck with my money, it become my business. It become my business. So she would just, it was just like, I was just getting very frustrated with the small things. You know, it's the small things that keep adding up that get you irritated. But when she said, hey, I think we should be routed back to the company and do reteaming, or she was like, in my head I heard reteaming, but she was basically like, she said something, I don't know what she said, but I heard reteaming. So I was like, I bet. Immediately I text the company like, hey, we need to come back to the company because we need to reteam. that's where the reteaming comes from, because I forgot what she was saying. She was like, we need to be routed back to the company. After that I didn't care what she said, honestly. I really didn't care what the fucking reason was. I didn't care. She was like, yeah, because I'm not seeing my family, and you don't like the smoking, and I don't have enough space. I will insert a video of how much space she had. Let me show y'all. Like I said, I had this cabinet before she even came in here. I took my stuff out of the second drawer. I gave it to her. This is like miscellaneous stuff. This is my underwear. I gave her this drawer. I gave her this cabinet. I have the middle drawer in there. I mean, she has the middle drawer and this cabinet. She has this cupboard. I use this for shades and shit. This has my like electronics. This has cleaning supplies, right? This is her cabinet with her food and her stuff. This one's my cabinet. There'd be nothing in here but my laptop. If you need to put your tablet in here, you can put it in here, because my laptop be on the bed a lot of the times because I be editing. You're right. It's only two of us. There is but so much space on here. Let me show y'all. as opposed to how much space I had. So you guys could see the space was equal. It's not like I was taking up too much space, but on top of that, it's a truck with 2 people. You think you don't got no space on this truck? What make you think you're gonna have space on the next truck? None of my business. Don't even care. Goodbye. I was ready to go. I was so ready to go. This all happened. We was sitting in Ohio after that Walmart load that we were trying to figure out where we gonna get a new trailer from. They had us going back and forth. Mind you, I drove her shift to get us to that Walmart because we had to be there at a specific time. We had to be there. If I'd have let her drive, we wouldn't have made it. So I made it on time so we could have the time to go to the next location. You feel me? But yeah, that's besides the point. She only drove 4 hours and was asleep the whole time. Like I said, she's just like my last teammate. And I was just like, I cannot. I just cannot deal with these people. I need to be a solo driver. I am 6 months into trucking, and I want to do one more. I really want to do one more month with this company before I actually officially go solo, because I want to get that a little bit more time over my 6 months so that the companies can't be like, nah. Okay. But yeah, my teammate quit. This second teammate quit. I think she did find another company. It was working like moving Amazon trucks. It was a third party company, but they were working under Amazon, some shit like that, and it would keep her local. So that's what she wanted to do. She really wants to work on an oil field in Texas, but I don't give a flying fuck what the fuck you got going on. So yeah, I'm telling you, it was not me. It's not me. When I go to these teaming meetings, this is what I say. And I say no disrespect to anybody and y'all beautiful kids. Them your kids, them not my kids. Fuck them kids. If you're going to be out on the road, we need to be out on the road, baby. I'm not trying to come back every goddamn month for you and your kids. Special occasions make sense. Because you just need to come home because you want to be with your kids or your kid. Every month, that's not going to work for me. I need somebody who could do 2 to 3 months at a time, then vacation. Because I like to build up my money. Okay, 2 to 3 months is good for me. 2 months is the mark. But if they pushing out loads, 3 months I can always make it, because the more you push out loads, the faster your time go. You feel me? When you sitting is when the time take forever. I've been talking for about 25 minutes now. So let me end this video right here. I just want to say it's not me. I love everybody, but everybody has their way of living. Everybody being stuck with a random person is not easy. It's not easy. I will show you guys, maybe in one of the future videos, I'll show you guys what it looks like when you go to these teaming meetings and explain the teaming meetings, so y'all can get a better understanding of how you really just don't know these people. Like, you just meeting these people at this meeting, and that's that. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know down below what you guys think. If y'all think it was me, please let me know. I always want to hear somebody else's feedback, so I can't change if I don't know what the problem is, So let me know what you guys think about the situation, how y'all feeling. We have no ill will towards each other. We're not mad at each other. It just didn't work between us. We don't hate each other. We don't not hate each other. If we see each other at the company, we still talk and, just talk regular. It just didn't work between the both of us. Okay? So don't be like, oh, it's a problem. We had a good time together. We always went out to eat. We always did something. Granted, never mind, I ain't gonna say that. We always did stuff together. We always went out. We always had a good time. There was no ill will. We had fun. We just 2 different people. That's it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.